Hello, I'm Jordi Ortiz from the University of Murcia, and I'm going to present the INSPIRE-5Gplus paper, Intelligence, Security and Pervasive Trust for 5G and Beyond Networks within the ARES 2020 5G Network Security Workshop. INSPIRE is an European Union Horizon 2020 funded 5G PPP project. The consortium is 14 partners of 8 different countries. Duration is 36 months, and we started the 1st of November of 2019. 5G heavily relies on fuel automation. Major challenge of facing fuel automation is the protection of the network and system assets. The main risk of full automation is the ability to replicate small isolated error or attack broadly and rapidly. INSPIRE aims to address this cybersecurity risk through innovative concepts for security management of 5G networks and beyond at the level of platforms and vertical applications and services. Enhanced mobile broadband with high data rates and low delay is one of the characteristics to be offered by 5G. In addition, ultra-reliable low latency communications will also be offered by the system. At the same time, massive machine-to-machine type communications with low data rates and huge device amount needs to be provided. This is clearly a collision of interests that need to be addressed and that really difficults how security can be enforced. INSPIRE's key attributes while enforcing 5G security are the end-to-end view, the automation of network and service management and operations, and the approach of ETSI's zero-touch management industry specification group. Also, INSPIRE is based on security orchestration in its core. There is security data collectors that, in turn, will produce trustable data collections. INSPIRE relies on policies and security service level agreements. There is trust management via hardware and software with the trust and reputation management system. Among the technologies to be used by INSPIRE to provide security on top of 5G, we found artificial intelligence and machine learning techniques, the security SLAs, as we said, distributed ledger technologies, and trusted execution environments. The proposal high-level architecture identifies two main topics on which security beyond 5G may rely on. On one hand, there is intelligence and cognitive-based security, and on the other hand, liability and trust management. The former is intended to provide with smart software-defined intent models, while the latter is thought as means to protect the architecture and provide with answers when protection is not enough. The architecture needs to be compliant with the expected security SLA and regulatory requirements. Framework is split into security management domains, each one responsible for intelligent security automation includes a set of modules that operate into an intelligent closed loop to provide with security-defined orchestration and management that enforces and controls security policies in real time. The original architecture evolves into a more detailed one. Integration Fabric interdomain model from ETSI ZSM is adopted. Fully automated end-to-end smart network and service security management framework is envisioned by adopting the end-to-end service management domain. Intelligence and cognitive security is instantiated with Security Analytics Engine and the end-to-end Security Intelligence Service, while a decision engine model takes care of long-term decisions with cognitive solutions and with a more reactive short-term and fast reaction solutions submodel. Trust management relies on new technologies like Trusted Execution Environments (TE) or DLT. One taking profit of hardware and software enclaves, and the latter creating the concept of trustable data collection on top of the well-defined ETSI-ZSM data services. Even if the envisioned architecture is intended for one operator, the communications with other operators and or over-the-top service providers is addressed through communications in the cross-domain integration fabric. The shown architecture maps perfectly with the ETSI's ZSM architecture. We consider this ZSM architecture as an operator boundary. OTTs and other third parties, of course other operators also, would interact with the operator through the cross-domain integration fabric. Management domains are responsible for intelligent automation of resource management orchestration within their scope. Decoupling management domains reduces the complexity of the whole architecture. INSPIRE defines security service level agreements and policies to provide quality of service from a security point of view. Real-time security SLAs monitoring and enforcement is done through the specification of rules representing what should happen, so security properties, or what should not happen, attacks, anomalies, or vulnerabilities. There is a need to reaction to threats. So here we differentiate between the quality parameters that are usually enforced by SLAs from the security parameters that are enforced by the security SLAs. These security parameters are correct functioning of security services, the information integrity, and the detection and mitigation of unwanted situations. We define security SLAs for network slicing. The security requirements that are taken from verticals and users imply the deployment of security controls on the network. These controls and the effects are monitored in real time. We also define an extended spec security SLA model based on Web Service Agreement XML. The slice terms are the available resources, the security capabilities required and defined in this SLA, and the security metrics. INSPIRE defines the network slicing security and service level agreement manager, which is an enabler from the INSPIRE architecture. The responsibilities of this enabler is to associate the security SLAs with slices, deploy of security functions, slice monitoring to ensure security parameters, and applying the best policy at the precise moment. In order to achieve a zero-touch management architecture for the 5G, we need to heavily rely on artificial intelligence and machine learning techniques. So we are going to rely on artificial intelligence-driven software-defined security to enforce and control security policies in real time and be able to adapt to dynamic changes in threats landscape. Novel artificial intelligence-driven security models include the empowered moving target defense mechanisms, root cause analysis, and cyber threat intelligence. Smart contracts and potentially BNF package manifest to define trust level agreements. Trust in software components will be based also on TEs, so trusted execution engines, new digital right management approaches, and novel artificial intelligence-powered validation tools. Of course, a new labeling scheme will be introduced. Unfortunately, zero risk is unattainable, so liability is needed. INSPIRE-5Gplus manifest defines and assigns responsibility levels following 5G lifecycle. This lifecycle is composed by manufacturing, testing, listing, deploying, and exploiting. The main threats to be identified are the user and service impersonation, the denial of service and distributed denial of service, of course, service degradation, data integrity and confidentiality, slice isolation loss, and non-repudiation and attribution. In order to be able to provide this liability, we are going to use private permissioned blockchain or distributed ledger technologies. INSPIRE is especially focused on trusted execution environments, so there will be integrity solutions for real-time using Intel SGX. We will devise security policy monitor under trusted execution, so to check syscalls and hyper calls. Then the ZSM centralized management functions are highly exposed. There is a need to protect them against VM and container escape due to kernel vulnerabilities. On the other hand, hardening machine learning concern is addressed already by the ETSI Secure Artificial Intelligence Working Group, and we are going to work also on that. To conclude this presentation, we want to highlight that we will introduce zero-touch secure operations to 5G. We will leverage on novel techniques such as artificial intelligence, trusted execution environments, or distributed ledger technologies. We will use intensely security SLAs. Integration of the solutions is starting just right now. Thank you for your attention. Please find us in our webpage and follow us on Twitter and social networks.